So imagine this. You've built a web app. Things are going great, but now traffic picks up. Multiple users hit your site at once, and suddenly you face a problem. How do you keep each user's data separate? You don't want users to see each other's info. And passing user data to every function? That gets messy fast. Is there a cleaner way? Yes, it's called thread local storage. Let me show you how it works in Python. In most Python web frameworks, like Django or Flask, each request runs in its own thread. Let's say user A sends a request. At the same time, user B does too. Two users, two requests. But deep in your code, you need to know which user is current. Now sure, you could pass the user to every function, but that gets repetitive and ugly. And you definitely can't use a global variable. Threads would overwrite each other's data. One user could see another user's info. Total chaos. That's where thread local storage comes in. Picture a hotel. Each thread is a hotel room. Inside that room, a little locker. Only that thread, that room's guest, can open its locker, so when a request comes in, we store the user in that thread's locker. Now any function in that thread can just open the locker and grab the user. No extra arguments, no global mess. Clean and isolated. Let me show you what this looks like in Python. This is Django-style middleware. But the same idea works in any threaded app. We create a thread local storage locker with local. When a request comes in, we store the current user in that locker. Then anywhere in the code, we can call getCurrentUser to access the user. No need to pass the user everywhere. And when the request ends, we clear the locker to avoid memory leaks. So when should you actually use thread local? Use it when you have data that belongs to a specific thread, like the current user, a request ID, or session-specific logging info. It helps you keep your code clean without passing too many parameters around. But it's not always the right tool. If your app isn't multi-threaded, you probably don't need thread local. And if it's simple to pass data explicitly, just do that. Also, a heads up. Thread local can make testing harder. It hides where data is coming from, so be careful. Use it when it adds clarity, not confusion. And always remember to clear the data when the request ends. Now, a quick but important warning. If your app uses async, like Fast API or Django with asynchronous server gateway interface, threading local won't work. Instead, use context vars. It's built for async and works the same way, just safely for coroutines. Let's recap. Thread local gives each thread its own private data. Great for user info, logging context, or per request values. Don't use it in async. Use context vars. Always clean up after the request. And don't let it hide too much. Keep your code testable. If this made your life easier, give it a like. It really helps the channel. And if you're into clean Python tricks, hit that subscribe button. Got questions or want me to cover something next? Drop it in the comments. I read everyone.